lies a story of ultimate conquest, a story of war and friendship, a story of a love that can never be, and a hatred that always was. And now, the most anticipated epic adventure of the year will never come to a theater near you. Final Fantasy VII.
PlayStation.
Hey guys, this is MCOGAMER27. Hope everyone is having a very blessed day. Today we're gonna have a special video, why I love Final Fantasy so much. And it goes back in the heydays of the PlayStation. I remember I was a young kid. I don't remember exactly the age. I was maybe 16, 17. I'm in my 50s now, early 50s. But I recall that I was with my older brother, Joel, like yesterday. And I used to live in Brooklyn, like everyone knows. And we went to Metropolitan Avenue. And it was a mall. So the mall had like two floors, on top and also on bottom. But on the bottom of the mall, they had a Kmart. And that's when I bought my first copy of Final Fantasy VII, the OG. But it came in long box. I bought the long box. And I don't know what happened to it, but I remember I got home because I just recently purchased that PlayStation. I just recently bought it, maybe like a month prior. I remember it like yesterday, and I was saving up money to buy my first game, and Final Fantasy VII was my first game I played. I remember it like yesterday, and it was with my brother Joel again, and it was down in the mall on Metropolitan Avenue. So if anyone knows about that mall, it was in Metropolitan, downstairs. So when I played the game, I called one of my best boys, like everyone knows, Jeff. Jeff is my best boy. And now once he sees this video, I don't know if it if he's going to actually remember this, but I used to live in Bleecker Street in like a little apartment. So I was playing, and then I called him over. Yo, Jay, you gotta see this game, the graphics, all that, because back then Final Fantasy VII was huge, like the graphics, all that. And I remember that Jay came over, and he was like, "Wow, this game is incredible." And of course, now this is not the original copy, but years later, I bought it, of course. This is the OG. This is where it all started. I don't know what happened to my original copy, but it was the long box. But this was the next best thing years later when I started collecting games in my mid-20s, something like that. But I got this one right here, the OG, okay? Then years later, a game comes out for the like PSP called Crisis Core. And of course, there goes my copy of Crisis Core. This explains the story prior from Final Fantasy VII with Zack. So Zack and Cloud are the most two important people in the franchise, of course, and Sephiroth, of course, but Zack and Cloud. But this was prior from Final Fantasy VII. So if you ever played this one, okay, this is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Then, of course, years later to modern times, something very, well, I got sick for like a while, and this was exactly almost 4.5 years ago. And I wasn't working as much. Actually, I wasn't working at all. I was saving my funds. And of course, I couldn't buy games. I had to save my money. And Lord and behold, Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. And of course, I'm not in the position to buy games because, I was out sick, and I didn't go back to work for a few months after that. But I remember, I was just paying the bills, but I couldn't buy games. Then my nephew Elias calls me, Theo, you have to play this game. I said, Eli, once I get better, once I go back to work, absolutely. He goes, no, Theo, you gotta get it now. I said, Eli, I can't right now. I just gotta do things first. Gotta pay my bills and everything. But don't worry about it. Once I get back to work, everything be good. I remember, but then, a few days later, my nephew Elias not only buys me the game, but he buys me the deluxe edition. And I said, Eli, I told you it's okay. I mean, no, Theo, and I'll never forget these words. No, Theo, you're a gamer. But like most of all, out of all people, you deserve to have this experience. You deserve to play this game because he played it. At that time, he already played the game. And then he goes, Theo, you deserve to have this experience, word for word. And that really touched me. And that's why this is our game. So we're pumped up about Rebirth. Actually, we just played the Rebirth demo as of this video, and we were just talking about it. But this was 4.5 years ago that my nephew purchased this game, and he goes, Theo, you deserve to have this experience. Not play the game. You deserve to have this experience. And it's a beautiful deluxe edition. Let me show you right there. They got Sephiroth, Aerith, you got Tifa, and this is a beautiful. This brings the meta book, it brings the soundtrack, everything, all physical copy, everything physical, and I will always treasure this because he bought it for me. He went the extra mile, not to only buy me the regular one, but to buy me the deluxe edition. That at the time, I think this was maybe $89.99. I think $90. Then, a few years after that, a couple of years after that, they remade Crisis Core. Here it is. Again, this is the same story, but with modern technology. They fixed the controls, quality of life improvement, 4K, and it's beautiful. Not only he bought me this, Eli, a week later, something arrives in my home. He bought me the Final Fantasy, the Polygon figures. Now this is, at the time, this was extremely pricey. And I'm not gonna say, but it was pricey. Now it's even more because they don't make it no more. And what this is the characters within Polygon, like if they were in the PS1. That's why it's so expensive. And I'm gonna show you some of the characters now. So not only he bought me the deluxe edition, he also bought me this, Final Fantasy VII. The final Polygon figures. Okay? It's Sony exclusive. So, like I said, this is a carbon copy of the PS1 polygon figures. Like the PS1, they were all polygon characters. So it mimics it, but in a very quality way. A Sony exclusive, of course. And they come in individual boxes. Now they all mix, but it happens to be that I got all of them. Every single character. Usually they're mixed, but I got everybody. Everybody. So it was a blessing from the Lord, man. Let me show you the characters. This is one of the villains. Let me see if I could get up. Let's see if I think you can see it better like that. Okay? They're small, but they're very quality. Let me show you another one. This is Red, the dog. Remember Red? Trying to get a better focus. I don't think the camera could focus on it good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to show you all of them here. Guys, and I opened this up for the first time ever because it deserved to be shown. And of course, I'm going to put everything back in the box and seal it, but I'm not going to take them out of the package. This is Tifa. This is the way they looked in the PS1 era. And it brings a stand. Each of them brings like a little stand, so you could put them up like at your like in a shelf. Aerative. So you can see there you go. Look at this, guys. Sephiroth. Look at Sephiroth. I'm gonna see if I can see this. Like I said, this now I couldn't tell you because last time I checked it was extremely expensive now because they don't make them no more. This was when the game came out, just like a special thing that Sony did. Look at Barrett. I'm showing you all of them. And of course, we got Brother Cloud. Then, again, is the luck of the draw. I got two Clouds. Remember, they all mix. But that's why I said that was the Lord, because I got all the characters, Sephiroth, all that, right? Then, these are the stands that it brings, so you want to put them on your shelf. But they're going back in the box, seal them up again. But I wanted to share this video. That's how much I love Final Fantasy VII. And you know, my nephew and I, this is our game. We've been saying it for years. And when I play this game, it's more for my nephew, and then he feels the same way now. Because yesterday we were playing the demo and he was working. So he goes, Theo, you gotta wait till I come back to 11 o'clock at night. I said, brother, I'm getting old. I can't be up 11 o'clock. Theo, no, we gotta start the game together. This is our game. And we finished the demo at the same time. I'm very blessed to have great nieces and nephews. They're all great kids. His brother, Stevie, his sister, Abby, my niece. I'm very blessed. They're all beautiful kids. And all my brother's kids, all my nieces and nephews, they're all blessings from the Lord. But I just wanted to give a shout out to my nephew Elias, that this will be forever in my heart, Eli. And just owning this, man, this is incredible. I didn't take them out of the package. I put everything back. Now I'm gonna seal it back again, because I like to keep it brand new. And I have a plastic thing over this too, so this don't get damaged. Look how brand new it looks. This brings, like I said, everything in here. A booklet, it brings an art book, it brings everything. But I don't want to take it out because I don't want to damage the box. You know what I mean? So, but it's beautiful, man. And of course, this is the game that was in here, but this brings an art book, a steel book, and the game. But I took out the game but then I sealed it back, and I don't want to reopen it because I don't want the box to get damaged. Once again, just look at this beauty. And once again, look at this, the polygon Final Fantasy figures that they mimic the original OG characters of the OG Final Fantasy 7. And when I play this on my PS1, on my PlayStation, something about the music, like the modern ones, but when you put it in the original PlayStation, something, it has a certain mystique because it's the original one. Because, you know, you could, you know, copy music over, but I don't think it's never like the master. Like, to me, this is the master. And when the music on, like, the music is I don't know, it is more engaging, it sounds more powerful, because this is to me the master print. But yeah, can't wait to play Rebirth. It's in 2 weeks. We played the demo. Guys, if you ever never played Final Fantasy 7, you could start with I will start actually with Crisis Core, so you get a better idea what's going on. This one, because this is the prequel. Then don't buy this version, because this version is not as easy. If you get it on the Switch, okay, because on the Switch version, or like even on the PC version, they make it very easy that you could just press 1 or 2 buttons. This one, you really gotta finesse. It's like, this is a hard game, but they made this game with quality of life. The Switch version especially. So if you own a Switch, it's only $5.99 right now too, $6. Play on there, but play Crisis Core first, you know, or either, again, the PSP version, it's more finesse, it's much harder than, of course, the modern quality of life. So try to get this version. They got a PS4 version too, so that's fine. Just make sure play this one first, play this one second in the more modern PC or in the Switch or in Xbox, because they also got it. Don't quote me, I don't think they have it on Xbox. They have it, I know, they have it on the PC, and definitely, of course, on the Nintendo Switch. Then play Final Fantasy Remake. Look how beautiful again. Then we wait for the next 2 weeks. Final Fantasy Rebirth. Guys, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. And remember, guys, embrace your childhood. It's okay. Once you pay your bills, you do what you gotta do, you know, as the person of the house. Once you pay all your bills, all that, embrace your childhood at least once a week. I do it every week. I embrace my childhood when I can. This is why I love Final Fantasy 7. Not only it was a childhood thing, but more, it was my nephew made it. I mean, Final Fantasy was a pair, but my nephew made it a deep emotional experience for me. Eli, thank you. This is MCOGAMER27. Subscribe, like, and share. Peace.